Today we're talking about planning because if planning feels restrictive, overwhelming, or like something you're just bad at, this is for you. And I want to say this right away because I think this is important. If you don't like planning, it's probably not because you hate planning. It's because planning has started to feel like a job, something you're getting graded on, something you have that proves whether you're doing weight loss right. And that's exhausting. For me, planning starts to feel bad when it turns into something I'm supposed to follow perfectly. I'll stop planning when I realize I haven't been even following the plan, or when I have followed it and then the scale didn't move. And honestly, the moment planning really turns on me is when someone else, like my husband, wants something different than what we planned together, even. So suddenly the plan will feel pointless. And instead of support, like support from the plan, it starts to feel like pressure, lots of pressure. That's usually when women decide, you know what, just forget it. Forget it. I'm not going to make a plan. Early on, this was absolutely me with meal planning. I would plan meals with so much pressure attached to doing it right. And if anything knocked me off track, a long day, being tired, plans changing, even a great opportunity to go to dinner with friends, it felt like a failure. Weight loss, moral failure. And here's the honest part, I also wasn't planning foods I actually enjoyed most of the time. So when the plan fell apart, all that pressure and restriction exploded, exploded into, well, screw it, it's already all ruined. And then I would eat everything. That was always when we ordered pizza. And then I'd eat ice cream and snacks and all the things all night long. Really do it in. So I'd tell myself if I did it wrong, I was a failure and I'd never be able to lose weight. That's not very motivating, is it? So what did I do next? I doubled down with more pressure and tried to make the plan even more perfect. That never works, never. And then I tried the opposite. I would plan an entire week of food, because if it was hard to follow one meal, let's plan a whole week of food. And by the end of the week, I would still have groceries left. All the groceries, pretty much. Maybe I made one of the meals, two of the meals, and I would still have all the days left of groceries. And then I would think, I need to plan a whole nother week. And then I would buy even more groceries, not even using the ones I had before. I was too tired to cook. I was too tired to prep and too tired to even think. So I meal prepped. That was the next one. I ate the same thing all week, even though I really like variety. I have that FOMO. I want to try it all. And I kept trying to make the perfect weight loss meal plan. If I could make the perfect meal plan, I would definitely lose weight. Eventually, I hit decision fatigue. You know, that decision fatigue where I can't make another choice. No more decisions. I went from wanting all the choices, feeling like I didn't have enough choices, to feeling overwhelmed by any choice. That's when things finally began shifting. Instead of planning a perfect week, I started planning options. I picked a few better choices, meals at restaurants and fast food places, because my husband often would say, well, let's just get something from one of these places. I had some pre-made freezer meals, some that I made, some that I just bought, like a microwave meal, and some salad bowls, all pre-made from the grocery store, or I had made them someday when I felt like I had more energy. I had easy snacks on hand, like yogurt, fruit, nuts, cheese sticks, popcorn, pretzels. My favorite became this berry parfait. It had some sugar-free Cool Whip in it and berries, and it felt like I had a great meal, snack, whatever I was using it for, or a lot of times it felt like dessert, but it really kept me feeling like I got exactly what I wanted. Sometimes I would have like a handful of favorite easy meals that I actually liked and didn't mind cooking. Knowing what those were and not trying to keep coming up with new recipes made it so much simpler. So on days that were great, I might cook. On days that were just really busy, I might have something pre-made. On a rough day, maybe I had an orange and some popcorn, and all of that counted. One of the most helpful questions that my coach ever asked me was, what's the next best choice? Not how do I make up for this day because I've already blown it out of the water, but like, how do I save the day? What's the next best choice from here? And that changed everything. So here's how I think about planning now. A plan can sometimes work better if it's detailed for me. And sometimes it looks more like an intention. Sometimes my plan sounds like, let's focus on getting protein and fiber in today. And then I go to work looking for the places where I could have that first, still listening to my hunger and what my needs might be. Sometimes it's something like, I want ice cream or that one dessert, during holiday season. Or right now, I have a lemon blueberry cake in the fridge that I made. So I would plan my day around that, knowing that I'm looking forward to that. A plan is supposed to help you have what you want available. What you want might be a delicious dessert or food that feels good in your body, the protein and fiber type things. Maybe it's something really easy, or maybe it's something comforting. This is just a time for you to prepare. It's like making sure your kids have what they need for school. It's not discipline, it's self care. A plan should feel like relief, not restriction. All right, most women plan around their family's preferences, everyone else's schedule, what meals are supposed to look like, and then they pile weight loss rules on top of that. We rarely plan around our capacity, our skill level, our own preferences. That's not a character flaw in you, it's just a missing piece. If this resonates, if you're tired of impossible diets and just want to be healthy and happy in your body without the pressure of doing it right, this is exactly what I walk through inside my free webinar. Weight loss shouldn't feel like something you can't wait to stop doing. If it does, it's too hard. And most people gain the weight back just to get relief from all those rules. It doesn't have to be that way. The link, you'll find it in the comments. And then let me know. Comment below. Let me know one word that describes how planning feels for you right now. Is it feeling heavy or overwhelming? Are you just completely avoiding it? Either way, you're not broken. You just need a different kind of support. I'll see you next week.